Mike Handcock here, and I'm coming to you from Queenstown talking about branding actually. And the reason why I shot this particular piece down here in Queenstown in New Zealand is because Queenstown itself has managed to brand itself as the adventure capital of the world. And it was only one or two things that came from a guy called AJ Hackett, which first brought the bungee actually out of Indonesia and Papua New Guinea and brought it to the mainstream here in New Zealand, where we saw bungees off the Shotover river and off the bridges there, and then sort of went from there right around the world. And then obviously what happened is that people started to get the bug for this whole adventure style of tourism, which is a new way to do it, of course. So we went from bungee jumping to helicopter bungee. We went from helicopter bungee to shooting people in cannons down actual ravines and things like that. And then there's a whole range of different things that are happening here. So even while I'm here, you know, there's luges, there's jet boats, there's a whole myriad of things that you can actually do in Queenstown to make sure that you're part of the adventure capital of the world. And adventure tourism is a massive big thing these days all around the world. So in doing that, what is it that your brand stands for, and why do people want to engage your brand? And the why is the big thing. Now, why people want to come to Queenstown is because not only is it a cool view, like you can see behind me here, not only is it that, but people want to come here because they want to be part of the action. They want to be here in the snow skiing season. They want to be part of the action during the summer. They want to get shot down a cannon. They want to jump out of a helicopter. They want to get out on this lake and do something pretty extreme. They want to be part of the action. So the why is because people want to be part of the action. What's the why around your brand? We're going to have a look at different aspects of brand over the next few shots here so that you can really understand branding. But here's the big question, the first one: what's your why? The thing about being somewhere really beautiful and amazing like this really is that you tend to take in everything in the five senses. So here's a tip for you. When you're branding, what elements of all of the five senses are you bringing in? Taste, touch, sight, feel, smell. So in other words, when people engage with your brand, can they taste it? Now, if you're a restaurant, yeah, you go, sure, they can, but if you're a service station, maybe you don't want them to. But what could actually really heighten the senses for somebody when they're looking at an advertisement, for instance? And it could be the words that you're using, the copy that you're using in that sort of thing, which gives them a sense of sight, taste, touch and smell. For instance, smell's the most important. I can still remember every time I go back to where I went to high school, just down the road there was a yeast factory, and now if I smell yeast, I immediately that 16-year-old kid back at high school. So what elements of that are you bringing into what you do at the moment? And you can. I mean, sight's the obvious one in branding and in colours and all of that sort of thing, but feel as well. People are very kinesthetic, people are very feely and touchy, so they like to touch and feel what it is that's your product or your service. So bring and involve that in everything you do. And taste and hearing as well, so that comes into your audio, that comes into your general feel. One of the reasons I've been shooting these videos at different locations is to give you some different feeling and some different connotations, but also to make it quite New Zealand, which is why I've chosen not to film these overseas, but film them at different locations around New Zealand as well, because I wanted to have a New Zealand flavour, because for me a New Zealand flavour is like clean, green type of image, and that's what I want to bring to the branding of these particular videos. So in terms of your business, how does it smell? How does it taste? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? And what does it look like?